I know when you emailed me, I guess yesterday or the day before, you said you had about 11 people either pre-approved or in getting close.
Yeah, absolutely. I've got and that I'm glad I did that exercise too, because that told me exactly where I was with everything.
Yep.
But yeah, I've got 6 people that are pre-approved right now, and then the other 5 I'll have them. They'll be good to go within a month or 1 to 3 months, I'd say. We hooked them up with credit repair specialist, which has been great. And that's kind of what I view this whole thing as. It's just a way for me to, these are buyers, people that indicated that they want to be buying a house.
Yep.
So it's a great way to network, not just to have them as buyers myself, but to send business to a credit repair guy. He can help them out, get them in a position for me to buy, and then he's sending me more business too. So
yeah, from his other stuff and that he may have too.
Yeah, he's got a ton of stuff. I'm actually meeting with him Monday. So
cool. So you're kind of leveraging it in all kinds of ways. Have you referred anyone out to a realtor yet by chance?
Yeah. Yep. He didn't use her, but he did. He went and saw a couple houses, but he's actually putting in an offer with a different realtor that he found on his own. But he's going to be under contract here in the next week, putting in an offer. But I've referred a couple out to different realtors, and it's great. Their big skepticism is on the realtor side is like, what is this a real deal? Why are you calling me? You got to convince them that I'm a mortgage guy calling you with a deal, not asking you for a deal.
Right. Which changes things a little bit.
It does.
Call them back later after the deal. Right?
Yeah, most of them won't take your call right off the bat. Hey, I got to go. Hey, I got a deal for you. So call me back and they get right back to you. So
yeah, it makes it a little easier. That's awesome. And this is, you guys have only been doing this for, I think, 6 weeks now,
yep.
Somewhere. So
yeah.
How do you feel so far? I mean, has this been good?
For me, it's perfect. It's been really good because I love that. I used to work out of real estate offices that were kind of, it's tough to work the realtor crowd all the time, especially if they feel like they have to use you or there's some relationship between the office and you. These are deals coming directly to me that I can bring out to a realtor crowd. It's a whole different dynamic. And I love the way the system works where, it took me a good 3 weeks, probably 4 weeks to kind of figure it out. And I'm still learning it as we go. But man, it just works. Even if you don't do anything, it still works.
Yeah. You mean the automations and stuff that we have set up?
Yep. The automations are great because, a lot of times it's easy when you do have a full amount of leads coming in. It's tough to always keep up with them all the time. This is doing it for you. So I don't have to call. I can call someone twice. Every single person gets a call at least twice. But even if I'm not calling them, they're not on my radar. They're still getting contacted. They think they're on my radar.
Right. Right. Yeah. We're like multiplying you, right? It's like 2 of you.
It's great. It's like having an assistant that's just cranking it out.
That's cool. And if I'm not mistaken, you didn't have any CRM at all or anything prior to working with us, right? Your spreadsheet, that was your
that's it. Yeah. And I've worked with a bunch of different ones, including the Excel spreadsheet, which usually you generally tend to put together 4 or 5 of them for yourself.
Yeah.
Use none of them. So this thing's been great. I try and make it a point to go through all my leads at least once a week. And just to get a feel for where everyone is, make sure they're in some kind of campaign and we're working with them. Or, if they are definitely not helpable, not interested, just make sure that,
Right. You know where they're at, basically.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. Are you using the system at all for other stuff you have yet?
I downloaded all of my realtors into it. I haven't really, honestly, I haven't had time to go through it as much as I can, but I would like to get them on the rotation of getting a text, just an update text. Hey, if anything I can do to help you out. I like that realtor thing you put together.
Has it been worth it from your perspective?
Yeah, absolutely. At 100%. I would just say to people thinking about it, this is not, any instant results are just gravy as far as I'm concerned. This is an investment where, I know we've got, a couple people out looking right off the bat. Anytime you take in a pre-approval for a buyer, it's going to be a few months before they find something and close anyway.
Yep.
But even the people that aren't closing, I almost prefer people with jacked up credit that have a decent income because they're not going to go, the chances of them shopping after I fix their credit and get them in a position after a month or 2 to buy, very slim, So yeah, I think, long term, I see this thing I'm just building a buyer pool, you know?
Yeah, I know. That's kind of what I always tell people. It's like you got your immediate people, but then you have that pipeline aspect, which just really just gets bigger and bigger.
Yep. Yeah.
What it is. And then you have all this referral stuff that's happening outside of it. So that'll steamroll as well and get bigger too. So
yeah. I think as long as you take the right perspective on it, it's an investment. It's not, it's
get
not
rich quick. It's not get rich quick. No.
If you're just looking for immediate results or a refi market, just pick up the phone book. You might as well. I mean, this is really people interested in buying, and you got to be in it for the long term with them.
Yep. Cool. Well, if someone else was thinking about our program, what would you tell them? Stay out of Jersey.
If I run across you, I'll probably beat you by a quarter if I have.
Right.
But no, I would tell them go for it. I think, but I would also caution if you're not willing to put in the time to really work the CRM.
Yep.
Don't bother. The CRM will work for you. You might accidentally bump into some loans.
Yeah.
But really, this is and I talk to Bishoy. He's out with realtors all the time. He's constantly on the road talking to them. He loves it. He loves being in front of them. I like, I haven't done that for so many years. I like more of a home base mentality. That's what this allows me to do. And I'm working this pretty much 85% of my business right now. Is working this. And I think it's great. But if you're not willing to put the focus on and the effort into really working that CRM, think about doing it before you do that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, totally. Well, hopefully you found our best practices and the way we set it up for you useful. Obviously you're putting your own little spin on it because like everybody should.
Yeah.
But
yeah. And I mean, just the conversation we had the other day, tweaking a little bit of the, what's going to create the best lead for what I'm looking for.
Yep.
It's, I'm already seeing that I'm getting a little better quality of lead that's coming to the top. So,
cool.
But, listen to you too. That's another big thing I would tell someone, because you've been doing this long enough that I don't need to change everything every half hour,
Right.
be a little patient, let the system work.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I've obviously been in the business as long as I have. I've got so many friends that are kind of like, if we could just systemize something and put something together and have something. And I just need to sit and take a weekend to do it. Not a single one of them, including me, has ever done it, will ever do it. And this takes care of it all for you. It's all done.
Yep. I know. That's the thing. Yeah. Everybody's like, gotta, shoulda,
exactly.
will, and it never happens. And so that's why we created this part too, because I've seen the same thing. It's like, exactly. That's how everybody is. They don't get around to it. They don't do it. They don't think about it. So we've assessed all the like issues and problems that people typically have and try to streamline as much as possible, make it easier. So.
No, I've been real happy with it, and you've been great, very responsive. So I appreciate all that. I think it's a great, Bishoy's really excited about it. So, good system. Really good.
I'm glad we got to work together, even though it took 6-8 months of me bugging Bishoy.